Do men and women need a balance of both masculine and feminine? I did see Mr. Let Go and Ali in that chat on this video. So I seen y'all.
Yeah, I already know what this is.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and play this clip.
What a feminine man is. I don't
know exactly what it is. And you honestly feel threatened by them because that's the one thing that you probably lack as a human is this empathy vehicle that you're so afraid to lay claim to when really it's necessary for your manhood. I believe that the most well-rounded individuals, male and female, must have the ability to be what y'all call this masculine. When it's as a woman, it's like when it's two becomes one, there's got to be some bleed over. There's this purge. There's this sauce that you make of a man's masculinity and a woman's femininity. Those things don't, just like y'all mesh, so does that energy. I would not expect my woman to not pick up some sort of masculine traits, but these are mine. I get to watch her use my slang, carry that like I carry it. That's the most beautiful thing. As long as we call it a war, we will forever be intimidated when we see it in ourselves. But that's really just women touch you in a way that make you softer, bro.
Yeah.
And you must acquire that to survive.
All right. Do men and women need a balance of both masculine and feminine? Let me see. Let me check face expressions and see who need to go first on this. Sweeney, go ahead, brother. You're holding your head, man. What's going on, man? The chat wants to know. I want to know what you're thinking. You're on mute just so you know, brother. Talking to Ghost.
Say they don't give a damn what I got to say about this. Shit. Do we need a balance of masculine and feminine energy? I don't think it needs to. I don't think it needs to be like a 50-50 balance. But they do say that when when women are pregnant, when they have children, men do become a little softer. I think they said men produce a little more estrogen and shit like that. But as far as like, I don't know. I got nothing on this one, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you, Sweeney. Let me let the I don't know if you was paying attention or I don't know if you got that good. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna come back to you. Mr. Let Go. Go ahead and set the tone, brother.
All right. So one, masculine energy isn't the opposite of feminine energy. It's just different energy. And a lot of what Mike said was true. There's nothing wrong with, having, a certain amount of empathy, but you could be masculine and have empathy. And that's the thing that a lot of my panderous brethrens love to spew out there. It's always about, let's be more, because they love to talk about partners. I be about to throw up in my mouth just on stage when they talk about this partnership bullshit. I don't believe in all that shit, So what they tend to want to do is blur the lines between masculinity and femininity. So now it's like whatever men do is toxic. It's toxic masculinity, right? I don't have empathy because I hold women accountable. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. And it's a modern man thing. And I'm not a modern man. I'm a traditional man. I have traditional values, and that's what I stand on.
What?
So whenever, because to me, it's not just about masculine versus feminine. It's traditional versus these other dudes. So modern. So modern men, to a certain degree, act just like modern women. So that's why they call them partnerships, because modern men are somewhat synonymous with modern women. And, the modern women be masculine and the modern men be pseudo feminine. I'm not none of that shit. I'm a traditional man. So I think a lot of modern men see me as a traditional man or a traditional man as toxic or you don't have empathy. No, I'm just a grown ass man who stands on his shit. And to a certain degree, that is either threatening to a lot of guys or simply frowned upon. And it's really sad, but it is what it is. What? Well, I mean, 3.
What the hell are you talking about?
He said they threatened by him. by that little old thing. I just hate for people to think of like masculine, like you DMX. That what masculine mean. That is not what masculine mean. Like you can be. Oh Lord, I'm let somebody go because I'm like sweet and I gotta still get a little groove with it. So I'm let somebody go.
All right, go ahead, Lady Dad and Precious.
I was gonna say his example wasn't a good example to the point of that conversation. I think that yes, when you are in a relationship with somebody, you're gonna start to act like them, yeah. But when you start to act like feminine and you're a man, and then you're masculine and you're a female, I don't think that part is realistic. I don't think that it should be accepted. I think that you need to stay who you are, which is a lady. And you do that well, and then you stay who you are as a man. Now, when you have children, yeah, you're gonna become more emotional, but it doesn't mean that you're you're feminine. You're just more to your child. You're just being a dad. It doesn't make you being a mom now because you shed a tear. That's just you growing up into this, certain type of fatherhood or motherhood. So I think that it should just be separated. Respect each other's energy. So if you are a female, the man respect that, as long as it's respectful. And the same thing for the man. It shouldn't be where it's some type of balance of like we're gonna share each other's energy, because now you're not being yourself. That's like a cat and a dog. Now the dog has a best friend of a cat. And now they're gonna act like each other. It don't mix well, just like water and oil. That shit don't mix. So just keep it how it is, because we're different for a reason. It shouldn't be shared in the way that example that he brought. No, it should not be like that.
And that's the biggest problem that I deal with is all this mixing. Why can't we just be partners? Why can't we just no? It's a difference between two people, and it's always gonna be like that.
Precious. 1 minute and 25 seconds, Ms. Lego.
Do I think that there needs to be a balance? I'm not quite sure of a balance. To me means 50-50. I think that both energies, I believe that we're born with masculine and feminine energy. I think that it needs to be channeled correctly. I don't think there's a lot of women who have masculine energy and they're not channeling it correctly. They're going out to Dubai and screaming. They're doing more than they necessarily have to do in the name of I don't need a man and things like that. So I think it has to be channeled correctly. And I think we need to be more aware of each other's energy. Because if you're not aware of the energy of someone like Mr. Let Go, then you're going to think that he's someone that don't care about you. He don't, but that's just how he is. There's a woman out there that will be okay with how he is. But you have to be able to know both people. And if your energies don't mesh, then they don't mesh. So you have to be aware of each other's energies, but you also have to, as a masculine, you also have to channel that energy correctly. Just because you have that masculine energy, it's like, oh, well, I'm a man and I could just do whatever and I'm just going to be this way. And no, you also have to channel, some of that feminine energy that you do have at times. It's not something that's going to overshadow the relationship. It shouldn't overshadow you as a man, but you should be man enough to say, I do have compassion. I can show empathy. I can place myself in your shoes and still be masculine and still be a man in all your glory as a man. It doesn't make you more feminine, doesn't make you more girly. It makes you more aware of who you're with and your relationship in the direction that it's going.